Picture this for a second. It is well past midnight at Dubai International Airport. The city is supposed to be asleep, alarms set for early shifts, offices, classrooms, responsibilities waiting with the sunrise. And yet the terminal is overflowing. Not with tourists rushing for flights, not with dignitaries surrounded by security, not with celebrities chased by paparazzi. It is filled with ordinary people. Workers, parents, students, Filipinos who should be in bed but chose to be here instead. They are standing shoulder to shoulder, eyes fixed on a single set of sliding doors. They are not waiting for a president. They are not waiting for royalty. They are waiting for a 19-year-old tennis player from the Philippines. And when she finally steps into view, the building does not simply react, it erupts. The sound is not applause, it is thunder. Camera flashes burst like a summer storm. Strangers grab each other, tears streaming down faces that have never met before this moment, all of them shouting the same name into the night air. Alexandra Eala. And what is about to unfold in the United States over the next few weeks is not just another tournament swing. It is a statement. It is a shift in power. It is a wave of belief rising from an entire nation. And make no mistake, the experts, the odds makers, even the highest-ranked stars waiting in California, they are not fully ready for what is coming. Let us rewind to the spark that ignited this wildfire. The Dubai WTA 1000, one of the crown jewels of women's tennis. A battlefield designed for the elite, for the top 30 players on the planet, for champions who have spent years defending their dominance. It is the kind of stage where newcomers are expected to observe quietly, to gain experience, to understand the hierarchy. Alexandra Eala arrived in that desert with no interest in quietly observing anything. She did not come to admire. She did not come to participate. She came to disrupt. Match after match, she unleashed that lethal left-handed arsenal that coaches around the world are now replaying on their screens deep into the night, searching for solutions. Her serve cracked through the air, sharp and fearless. Her forehand drove opponents back with weight and depth. Her backhand carved angles that forced even seasoned veterans to scramble. And her mind, calm and calculating, operated with a maturity far beyond 19 years. She powered her way into the quarterfinals of a WTA 1000 event. Pause and truly absorb that. 19 years old. A Filipina. A Southeast Asian woman competing on a stage where players from her region are rarely seen this deep into the draw. History does not often open its doors so easily. She forced them open. Then came the ultimate examination. Coco Gauff, reigning US Open champion, world number 2, already one of the most accomplished young athletes in the sport. On paper, it looked like a mismatch. In reality, it became a battle. Yes, Eala fell short on the scoreboard. Yes, the loss stung in Filipino households that stayed awake through impossible hours to witness every rally. But defeat and disgrace are not the same thing. She did not collapse. She did not fade. She pushed Gauff to earn every point, to fight for every hold, to stay alert until the final ball was struck. She commanded respect. By the end of that match, the narrative had changed. She was no longer a wild card curiosity. She was no longer a sentimental storyline. She was a verified threat walking the WTA tour with purpose. Then came that unforgettable airport scene. After the emotional grind of Dubai, physically exhausted and carrying the weight of national expectation on shoulders barely out of their teenage years, Alexandra Eala arrived to depart for America. No official event had been scheduled. No marketing campaign had summoned the crowd. There were no banners orchestrated by sponsors. The people came because their hearts told them to. They came because pride demanded presence. Thousands waited just to glimpse her, to share a second of gratitude. And she did not rush past them. She did not hide behind security. She paused for every photo, signed every autograph, listened to every trembling voice that thanked her for making them proud. She met each gaze with sincerity, as if she were the one receiving the gift. That humility is not manufactured. It is character. It is the understanding that true greatness shines brightest when grounded in grace. The results back up the emotion. She climbed to world number 32. She earned nearly $100,000 in prize money from Dubai alone. She secured direct entry into major tournaments through ranking, not favors. No shortcuts. No special invitations. Just relentless work, disciplined training, and unwavering belief. And now she boards a flight bound for California, toward the legendary Sunshine Double, Indian Wells and Miami. These are not ordinary stops on the calendar. Indian Wells is often called the fifth Grand Slam, a sprawling desert arena where the best gather under relentless sun and enormous expectations. It is a proving ground. It exposes weaknesses. It rewards courage. And Miami carries its own history for Eala. Last year, she arrived as an unknown and left as a revelation. She stunned top contenders, including Iga Swiatek, who was world number 1 at the time, and powered through a run that forced analysts to rewrite their scripts overnight. She dismantled assumptions. She shattered predictions. But here is the difference now. She is no longer a surprise hiding in the shadows of the draw. Opponents circle her name with caution. Coaches prepare specific strategies. There will be no underestimation this time. And that is precisely what makes this chapter so dangerous for everyone in her path. Because while they have studied her game, she has evolved it. The version of Alexandra Eala stepping onto American hard courts is sharper, stronger, smarter. The short break after Dubai was not relaxation. It was recalibration. It was refinement. It was the silent sharpening of blades before battle resumes. Many are asking whether she can recreate last year's magical run. Whether lightning can strike twice. But that question misses the point. Fairy tales rely on luck. Alexandra Eala does not. She is the product of years of sacrifice, of early mornings and late nights, of setbacks that forged resilience rather than doubt. The better question is not whether she can shock the world again. The real question is how far she intends to push the boundaries of what people believe is possible for a Filipina on this stage. And judging by what we have witnessed, the ceiling is still rising behind her. The Philippines is bracing for sleepless nights once more. Millions will set alarms for matches beginning in darkness. Families will gather around screens before sunrise. Overseas Filipino workers scattered across continents will stream rallies during breaks, in dorm rooms, in quiet corners of foreign cities. This transcends sport. It is representation. It is validation. It is a young woman stepping into arenas once dominated by distant powers and declaring, through action not words, that she belongs. That her country belongs. That Southeast Asia belongs as her plane crosses the Pacific, as the wheels descend onto California soil, as she tightens her grip on her racket and steps onto the practice courts of Indian Wells. Understand this, something larger than a tournament is unfolding. The momentum that began in Dubai has not cooled. It has intensified. The warning has been delivered. The world has been notified. Alexandra Eala is not arriving quietly. She is arriving ready. And from this point forward, every opponent across the net will feel the weight of a nation standing behind her, pushing her forward, believing without hesitation that the future of tennis looks different now. The reckoning is not approaching. It has already begun.